Yes, sir. Fresh off the intro, guys. Bring it on in. We're going to tap one down on Saturday before we go and get down and drink a clock, guys. In this episode here, we're going to do a little coverage. We got, obviously, a Fox interview basically talking about how this UAW strike, which, for those that don't know, there's a union strike against a couple of the big names, automotive, Stellantis, General Motors. I think Ford is in there. Basically, we reviewed in the last video, but that's going to actually kind of spill off and kind of cause a little uproar. One, this might bolster the transition to EV. And then also as well, this could spell some economic, stripes as far as if they're cutting down on this production of these vehicles in time like this. Got some XRP breaking news. Ron Barron gives a price prediction on Tesla, which we're going to cover over. And then I got a clip at the end there as well that is kind of one of the people that has been short Tesla while it's up 150%. I thought it was kind of funny listening his how his valuations were going forward. Then, of course, we're going to look at our little AMC play and things like that. I think in the future I'm going to make a segment for retail trades where we just cover those bigger names like that. But let's get down into it. Yeah.
Happy Friday evening. Let's get right at it. Look who's here. We love Liz Peek, Fox News contributor. Liz, you look at this historic UAW strike. It comes right as President Biden is ramping up his Bidenomics sales pitch about improving wages and conditions. But the auto workers saying Biden is undercutting their wages and work conditions with high inflation and mandating all electric cars. They're telling Politico they, quote, feel abandoned by the White House.
Well,
these people out here saying, hey, guys, they're about to usurp us with EV. And this is why I keep telling people the greatest generational wealth transfer is occurring. You better tap in this EV segment. Don't be the people that were on horse and carriage when they started making the Model T Ford. And they were like, no, we're going to stick with our horse and carriage. You better keep moving forward. Innovation is the way to levy that money.
Oh.
Even these people see it like, what? Robots? Oh, hell no. Strike.
Having a little trouble with Liz's audio?
Yeah. So, no, I can hear you, Liz. Sorry.
Okay.
I thought you were showing a clip. Sorry. Look, this is a complete mess, and it's entirely on Joe Biden's doorstep.
Everybody's smiling now. You don't get that paycheck.
Joe Biden's push for EVs has alarmed the union. The union is looking at tremendous loss of membership because it only takes about 40% as much labor to make an electric vehicle as it does to make an internal combustion engine. So they're looking down at the barrel of a shotgun and realizing 10 years from now, 20 years from now, their ranks are going to be seriously depleted.
10 years from now, 20 years from now, it's going to be 2 people where there were 100. And then there's going to be a bunch of robots just constructing and 2 or 3, maybe 4, what are they called? Engineers, techs.
Depleted. There will be jobs created in manufacturing batteries, Liz. But those factories are generally going to right-to-work states, and they're not going to be unionized. So the union is not just talking about wages, and they're not just talking about profits of the auto industry. They're talking about this big green push, this climate change push from
People
President
say our
Biden,
jobs are going
which
to
is
get
requiring
lost.
67% of all cars.
This goes to show you who's going to be one of the first few professions affected by AI.
Sold in the U.S. by 2032 be electric vehicles. The other problem is if you pump up the cost structure of Detroit, they're going to be not at all prepared for a big push from China. China is invading EU countries now with cheap EVs. Ours cost on average about $55,000. Theirs cost about $20,000. Their EU is actually undertaking an investigation into illegal subsidies of EVs, just like solar panels 10 years ago. This is what's coming to the United States, and the UAW knows it. They know this is threatening them and also Detroit.
Yeah, the UAW is yet to endorse President Biden for his reelection. But, the other thing, too, is, and if they do, the thing is, you see a paradigm shift. We see more exit polls showing the blue-collar workers are moving toward the Republican Party. So and that's an issue for them because the unions have done get-out-the-vote campaigns for Democrats. And also, look at what happened in New York City. In New York City, Jerry Nadler, Alexander Ocasio-Cortez, they were shadowed down.
UAW is out for heads.
They were trying to speak about the illegal migrant crisis in Manhattan, but the protesters were chanting, send them back, close the border. I mean, New York City Mayor Eric Adams said, quote, this will destroy New York City. So you see voters here are fed up too.
Yeah, and by the way, that's also a labor issue, Liz, because all these migrants are looking for work permits. They're dying to get into the workforce, of course, because they have to provide for their families. But they're going to be really clobbering the lower end of the income spectrum for Americans. The workers are going to be very badly hurt by this influx of low-income wage people. So, yes, are people fed up in New York City? Absolutely.
The time is now. The greatest generational wealth transfer is underway, guys. I'm just a visionary, and I can see the stuff unfolding in my head. Understand that if you're not making those proper investments, the gap between the have and the have-nots is expanding at a solid pace each and every single day, right? There's going to be a new America with new ways that things are done. They need more people. I know people are like, oh, they're trying to kill people off. They're going to try to, and let's keep this on us. They're going to try to get the population of America up to 1 billion. That's what the next goal is. So all these places, these country towns and things like that where not that many people live, understand they're going to have this thing packed out. And of course, with the immigrants that they have coming over, that will be an addition to the labor force. There is a new American and a new America that they're trying to produce as we speak. And like I said, you're either going to be at way of the machine or you're going to be above the machine. But all that requires investing and having financial freedom and financial competency.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, you are going to be a box.
Chicago and Philadelphia, San Francisco, all these
No
cities
pun
are being
intended.
very badly hurt by this migrant influx. But so is all of Americans' working class workers. This is a real problem, and again, it's entirely of Joe Biden's making.
The White House
changed the border.
You're doing all that screaming, lady.
This crazy all-or-nothing electric car mandates. It's destroying the car industry, as you point out.
And Tesla just sitting there. Yeah, we're getting closer to being able to release our iBot 900. Oh, yes, no. It does everything a human does. Oh, guys, listen, I'm putting my money on AI.
Said what you said, that electric cars take
put my money on AI.
Fewer workers per car.
Put my money on tech.
The UAW, they want the cost of living
following Elon
adjustments
Musk.
that were wiped out in the 2008 Obama bailouts of the car industry. But Biden's inflation has soared nearly 17% compounded. Auto workers, this is new data coming in, they've seen their average wages fall more than 19% since 2008. Liz, sit tight. We want to listen to a top Democrat admit that high inflation under Biden is a problem in what's going on with the UAW. Watch this.
You have our big three who are making, in some cases, record profits, and you have people who are working at those facilities who are struggling and have less money in their pockets because of inflation.
So you heard that, right? That's
that's
the Democrat
Bidenomics,
slogan. Yeah, I mean, and what's really interesting? Trump is saying the UAW should step up and say, this is non-negotiable. Get rid of electric car mandates. We had 6 House Democrats joining House Republicans, Liz, saying, yeah, we want to...
Might sound a little bad, but no, go ahead, Biden. Keep pushing those mandates. I'm on the other side of it. Y'all better, hey, listen, if you haven't learned from AMC, the game is not fight the tape. It's called be in front of it. I'm going where they shooting all the money, all the allocations, all the free money. Oh, you going to tech and EV? Okay, let me plant my money down there. They're going to make that occur. Y'all don't understand the money. EV is still less than 5% of the automotive space as of today.
Stop Biden's
there's money to be made.
I mean, we want to stop California from mandating the vehicles that Americans can drive.
There's money to be made.
Well, look, this is incredibly important to the Biden White House. They're trying to appease the climate lobby, and they're also trying to appease their UAW friends and big labor in general. I don't think they can have it both ways. Liz, why not let consumers determine the course of the transition to EVs? Right now, the inventories on the lot of EVs are 300% where they were a year ago. They aren't selling, and yet we're pushing Detroit to make more and more of these cars that at this point are very unpopular. They're overpriced, and we don't have enough charging stations. So yes, let the free market decide when and if we're going to really transition to EVs, because right now,
mind you now, guys, that what she's neglecting to say is that Tesla with the EV, with the what is it called? Biden and them released a tax credit that they have the cheapest car. It's cheaper to buy a Tesla model. I think it's Y, a Model 3, the newest one, which is coming below what a Camry base model would cost. I think it's somewhere around about 28,000 or 27,000 you can get that Tesla for. And the EV space is built up even nowadays. If anybody's near any type of city or any smaller city or major city, you see chargers and Tesla chargers on your Apple phone all the time. So like I said, that's not completely true, and that's why the union is pushing forward and trying to shut this stuff down, is because it's a lot closer than what's being let on.
Now, this is a disaster for our car companies. And
they just discontinued the Altima
the workers
in the Central.
are behind. They are losing ground. We know all Americans have lost ground since Biden took office. That is Bidenomics. It's high
Cheap
inflation,
cars are gone.
Big government spending to promote more inflation.
The cheapest vehicle to buy is a Tesla
people are falling
Model
behind.
3.
They're not stupid. That's why his ratings on the economy are abysmal.
Got it. Liz Peek, thanks for joining us. It's great to have you on the show. Have a good weekend.
Thanks, Liz.
Oh, yes. Guys, some interesting stuff I had to bring in. I thought that was dynamic because, like I said, guys, all this stuff is going to spill off into those that, especially that are in the markets or swing trading, day trading. Understand that this is going to bring a little more volatility to our market. So coming in the next week, expect volatility left and right. This is how the news runs. Meanwhile, big money is placing their bets for the long term. Putting on through, guys. Let's take a quick little look at our AMC, guys. As I mentioned day before yesterday, I'm still not seeing any super bullish movement. And as I told everybody how I'm trying to play mine is I'm trying to catch AMC at the lowest spot to open up a new position to ride that initial bump up to whatever price we get it to. But like I said, I just don't think that that's going to occur now. I believe that it's going to be somewhere near towards the latter half of the year or the beginning of next year before we start to see some price moves, as they're still trying to clear out the damage and do that cover over the massive fraud of the annihilation of the MOAS. But put it on through, guys. We're looking at 836. There's some keynotes to look at. It looks like there was a strong support that was at 814, which y'all saw us dip below Friday in the morning, but we rose back above and it tested it. So you're looking like we're trending between 814 and then 910, 915-ish as far as like a breakaway. Realistically, the next number that was set up resistance would be 931, but it never held that candle. So I'm still going to stick around maybe that 9. It seemed like it was hard for us to get over that 912, 915-ish range. But that's what you want to look. If you break down below that 814, understand there's going to be some more downside to follow, which, like I said, I still see downside coming. Just being in the stock, knowing how it trades, knowing what these algos do, I still see some further downside before an initial pop. But like I said, this can be a way for you to maximize. You can make a lot of money with AMC depending on how you're playing that strategy. Of course, if you're just still in the buy and hold mentality, obviously what you're just waiting for is an initial pop to try to see how many gains you can get back of your money, right? But for those that are able to kind of liquidate and jump in and move around, my strategy is I'm aiming for that low point. If I can get around $4, $3, $2, hit that thing with 1,000, I'm going to let that thing sit because I know eventually there's got to be a rise that's going to pop up. It should be sitting above where Cinemark is sitting at least, right, with it being the largest in the sector. But put it on through. Quick little look at Ortex for AMC. Shortage actually is increasing to 15.7%. Free float on loan, 13.2. Shares on loan, 26.11 million. Let's see here. Days of cover has dropped a little bit to 2.18. Cost of bar at 5.75%, and utilization at just below 60%, guys, just for our Ortex data. So y'all can kind of put that together. But like I said, I still expect a little bit more slow downtrend. I don't think they were breaking that downtrend. It's not time for them to make that pop. Of course, like I said, when they do make that pop, there is going to be a little bit of price movement. But keep in mind, $50 now, $50 run up now prior to reverse split would be equivalent to like $15, $20, $25, $15, right? So just keep in mind there's ways that you can play this play, but also those that are swinging along in day trades, like I said, with VT, what was it? Let's see if I can pull it up. I forgot what the name of the trade that I was trading, but I gave price points on it. It dropped down below that 17 point and kind of decimated out. But I hope people understood if you did go and play along with that trade. I got to figure out what the trade is so I can show y'all. What was it? No, that's not it. What was the trade I was in? I'm going to have to find it. I can't even think about it. I dipped out of there as soon as it started coming back down. We had a run up 60%. That thing was coming down to 23. Oh, got my cash out, moved to another one. This is my current trade that I'm in right now, though, called ACB, Aurora Cannabis. We've been jumping and swinging this bad boy all month long, guys, from 45 cents up to we broke 130, then we had a little dipski, came back and we retesting again for another breakout above that $1 mark, guys, and then trying to push above 120. These are squeeze names, guys. I don't recommend y'all just jumping straight in. Y'all take a little look so y'all can see what we're going to be bringing to the channel as far as me showing you, hey, there's squeezes and little mini baby moasses that happen each and every single day. But when I say baby moass, I mean 200, 300, 400%. Sometimes 1,000% runs. Like I said, that can be a lot of money depending on how you're bouncing that and growing that account portfolio. Like I said, we're going to be bringing that good stuff to us. But keep on going that through. Breaking news, XRP license approved for the U.S. in the UK. And breaking news, license approved for use. I said U.S. Use in the UK and Ireland after XRP deemed not a security within the USA. So now we've got a license approved in UK and Ireland. Putting on through. More breaking news. A leak report reveals BlackRock shifting focus towards XRP weeks after Ripple joined BlackRock at the Trade Association ISDA. Remember now, Ripple is in ISDA, guys, which is literally the banking sector and institutions have brought Ripple in. If you're not seeing what's going on, you just never will. But like I said, y'all can see me with these thoughts. I'm going to be shooting live streams with the thoughts here, giving market review just like this. Just lean back. Set. Yep. Hey, this bounce right here. I'm just telling y'all guys, if you're not throwing a couple of these dollars at these cryptocurrencies and especially XRP, you are playing with yourself. Not financial advice. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. Like I said, we'll have the beautiful thing about YouTube is like all this stuff is put into a time capsule. We'll be able to come back and look back and be like, oh, was Money Montgomery on point with what he was saying? We're going to see, right? Put it on through. And like I said, guys, BlackRock runs everything. So this is massive. Put it on through. Breaking news, XRP to surpass 1 million trades per minute on the XRP ledger. Hence why XRP is the number one and only true option right now for cross-border settlement and payment transaction. This is what Bitcoin aspired to be. This is what Ethereum couldn't be. This is the biggest, nicest, shiny toy on the block, guys. And we are invested in early. 50 cents. Just remember this now. Just remember there was somebody in Bitcoin that grabbed it at 50 cents and their life is massively changed. But somebody paid all their Bitcoin for a pizza at one point. His life is for sure changed. All right. So like I said, guys, you want to be in front of the greatest generation of wealth transfer. It's a new era. This is the tech era. We about to be walking around here in space boots, and y'all don't even see it yet. We are turning into the Jetsons. This is the unification of the human race right here. The tech, bringing everything together, bringing centralized currency that's also decentralized at the same fact because it'll be the same price no matter where you're at. You understand? That's major. That's major. That makes it possible to live anywhere and do anything. That's huge. Put it on through. Billionaire investor Ron Barron. Tesla could quadruple in 7 years. And these are the key notes that I take. We're going to read a little quick part of it. One, Tesla's most enduring bulls is as optimistic as ever, betting shares will soar over the next 7 years. The framed investor personally owns 1.2 billion of Tesla stock, and his funds have nearly 5 billion invested in it. Barron believes Tesla annual deliveries will eventually grow to 20 million. Now, put it on through. We're going to do a quick little read here. Let me see what's the best part. All right. One of Tesla's longest standing, the most consistent bulls, Ron Barron, a billionaire, and chairman and CEO of Barron Capital, even as Tesla aggressively cuts price this year and saw its profits margin narrow substantially, the framed investor's bullish sentiment was unfazed. He expects shares to rise to a price that is multiples higher than the trading today. He revealed to CNBC this week. Putting on down, we're going to just read this bull case. The bull case highlights his big bet on the company. Barron personally owns 4.5 million shares valued at 1.2 billion, including his funds holding his stake in the company stands at nearly $5 billion. It's no wonder he's so heavily invested. He believes that Tesla shares could soar 4 to 5x from their current value over the next 7 years, he told CNBC on Wednesday. Supporting his bull case, Ron pointed to his founder as a key reason for his continued belief in the company. That though he admitted Tesla founder and CEO Elon Musk has unconventional ways, often makes Ron nervous. It takes an unconventional person to achieve extraordinary things. In Musk, we do trust with that money. I'm telling you, you can't just have a head that big and be going nowhere. I'm putting my money on the circumference of Elon Musk's head. All right, put it through. Some other key reasons for Ron's optimistic view in Tesla includes Musk's relentless focus to drive down costs, the company's rapid growth in deliveries, the technology and software Tesla plans to license to its competitors, huge, its fast-growing battery business, clap, and long term, he believes Tesla will produce 20 million cars per year, up from less than 2 million per year today. So that's massive amounts of growth. As expected, its battery business will grow 30x its current size. And that's why I say Tesla, X, SpaceX, which is Tesla, and Twitter, which is Tesla. Y'all don't even get what's about to happen with this man. But like I said, guys, I just had to point that out. And then we're going to finish out one last little clip here of a bull who is still getting financially smoldered. And just so everybody understands that this is the number one short squeeze. This is the MOAS. This was the original meme stock Tesla here, and still crushing shorts to this day. Let's take a little quick dabble in here.
Money at Tesla for a number of years now. You've called it the it girl of the pandemic rally, post-pandemic rally as well. Is there an it girl of the AI bull market?
Oh, I suspect it's probably NVIDIA, which had the monster earnings back in May and again in August. So.
Guys, it's not that hard. You're in here each and every single day. You're seeing what's going on. You see what links together. Oh, this company seem to be tit for tat. They seem to be almost like what they create, they use. What they use, they push to the next. You need to get in that circle, that tech circle. These mega caps are going to detach and elevate through the market while the rest of the stock market plummets to the floor. I'm telling you.
Hesitate to say that there's something that's even more of an it girl for AI than NVIDIA. Might be out there. I don't know it, though.
Okay, so NVIDIA is possibly the it girl at the moment, but the previous it girl, Tesla, you are still short on, but using
Look how
options,
sick
yes?
he look.
We are. We're short. We're short the stock, and we just think it's ridiculously overvalued.
Right, but betting against it has not worked out yet. What do you think?
Get in there.
Oh, I've noticed.
Right. What do you think would prompt?
Guys, Tesla's up over 154%. This guy is underwater on whatever they bet. Their money's gone right now.
The market to be convinced of your take that Tesla is just a car company, nothing more.
Well, again, the Tesla story keeps changing, right?
Yeah.
Every few months, the Tesla faithful trot out it's batteries, it's robo-taxis, now it's AI. Mm-hmm. And
the question you ask is, why would somebody be short? You've been losing already, and they keep coming with more, and you're shorting the company as though it shouldn't exist?
And I'm a little bit bemused, having followed the company as long as we've been following it, that Tesla sort of admitted just recently in its full self-driving effort that it had been pursuing sort of the wrong avenue for 7 years, and that it's now going to a different type of software development for the next iteration of full self-driving beta. And so I'm just sort of wondering, this technological leader just told you that they basically were doing the wrong thing for 7 years.
Yeah.
Now, my problem with that is they've been
selling
it.
Look what
as
they
a product.
brought it to. This is what I can't stand about bears, is that they'll just be oblivious. Look at how far EV has come in 7 years. This is a baby company.
They've been selling full self-driving since 2016. Doesn't exist. And so. This
oh my
is,
God! All right, guys.
But this is a company that has gotten a wide berth.
These
from
cars are
regulators.
almost 80-90% full self-driving.
Are the
A bear will be a bear. I'm sorry, I get it. There's times to be bears, but this guy is upside down 150% on his shorts, and still, and they just keep coming with more. But I just can't stand them. You just don't like that big head on Elon Musk. Well, I like it, baby. Pause. But guys, listen, much love to y'all boys. We're going to drop this down, get this edited up before drink o'clock. My parlays are not hitting. Alabama, I'm about to trade teams. I don't care that I live down here. This is not the Crimson Tide that I was born and raised with. I'm about to go become a Georgia fan because they play more like Alabama football than we are. This is pathetic. But guys, much love to y'all. Y'all enjoy the weekend. We probably bring something back to y'all on Sunday, if not Monday, guys. We're going to have an eventful week coming in. Stay tapped in, guys. Like I said, we're going to keep evolving this channel. Much love to y'all, family. I appreciate y'all so much for being here, making a dream come true. And like I said, keep rocking with me. We're going to keep expanding this channel as we go through the waves of YouTube and get stronger, bigger, faster, make more and more money, guys. Listen, much love to y'all. Y'all hold it down, and y'all already know what's next, don't you? That banger's coming. Yes, sir!